Border management officials are expected to monitor the implementation of the festive season plans at the Beitbridge border post in Limpopo. Our reporter Mahlako Komane is on standby for us. Mahlako, what are you seeing there and what's happening there right now?
Yes, good morning to you indeed, Mxolisi. We are here at the Beitbridge border where it's really very busy. I mean, just as you correctly said, that since Thursday, about 5 kilometers or so. Even so, today, I actually measured it myself from the first truck that we started seeing. It's about 5-6 kilometers worth of traffic, just people trying to come in this particular direction. But not only here, Mxolisi, we were also, as we were making our way here, we passed Louis Trichardt. Same thing. I mean, just seeing people trying to get into that Louis Trichardt area as well on the N1. I mean, it's really packed there. The traffic is bumper to bumper, but it's also quite long as well, leading into that circle that would lead you into that Louis Trichardt area. So a lot of the parts here in Limpopo, we're seeing quite a lot of movement there, but as well as into the the main, not necessarily the main, but some of the toll plazas. For example, your Nail Plaza, as well as the Kranskop, about 2,000 kilometers being 2,000 vehicles per hour that officials were reporting there in that particular part of town. But also when we drove into the Capricorn Plaza, which is that plaza just before, I think the last plaza coming into here, that is also quite busy, just trying to get into there. So it's quite a busy time, but border management is here, as you quite correctly said. The Commissioner for Border Management Authority, Home Affairs, is here. I have seen him, I've made contact with him. He just stepped out of here. Let me also step out of the shot and just show you, what is it that is happening here where we are. We can see a lot of people going in. These are the pedestrians. They're going to get their passport stamps. We're also going to go in there with Home Affairs officials just to get an idea, and I guess also speak to travelers and ask them, what are the experiences. But the lines coming into here, Mxolisi, extremely long, considering it is hot. And there's also just a lot of people have just, as I suppose, it was quite interesting to see a lot of people just simply, taking a chill pill, relaxing, and you're just going with that flow of traffic. A lot of people heeding that call by authorities, to drive safely, to arrive alive, don't drink and text, don't drink and drive, as well as what we did see, though, that people weren't necessarily observing on the N1 leading into Louis Trichardt, was that it is a two-way. There's one way going into Louis Trichardt as you make your way towards Messina, and the second one that is leading you, that's the N1 south, going towards Polokwane into that Gauteng area. There we saw people turning one of the lanes, they took the yellow lane and that became a second lane. So there is, I suppose, for some pedestrians in some areas, that slight bit of impatience, I suppose, as people try and make sure that they get their last minute shopping done, some just to get home before Christmas.
Right, Mahlako, and of course, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to speak to some of the people that are making their way to their various destinations. Perhaps what are they saying about some of the processes there? Are they fast, or some of them are even frustrated?
That is what we're going to be doing just after we get off with you. We are going to go, into one of these offices here where people are actually beginning that step in terms of getting their documentation processed. We will be speaking to people and asking them, how is it, how's it going? Are they satisfied with what they are finding? Are they hoping that, is it moving, basically? Is the line moving, in terms of people trying to get home in time just for Christmas, but also just to get out of this border post so that people can make their way to their holiday destination.
It seems like we've lost our reporter Mahlako Komane there, who's on the pulse of that story of monitoring some of the border congestion that's happening as people make their commute ahead of the Christmas that is tomorrow.